5, 4.
Laura's a weirdo.
Uh-huh.
Laura's a weirdo.
I am.
I hope everyone in chat can hear me say, Laura's a weirdo. Laura's a weirdo.
I love it.
Hey, guys. You got elevator music, Sandra. It was me going, Laura's a weirdo. Hey, everybody. Anyone who's watching later, thank you so much for coming. Oh, wait, Laura, you're getting nothing. I'm shutting Laura out.
Yay.
Okay. I'm pushing buttons already. Okay. Hey, I saw so many names fly by. You guys, thank you. I see Sherlock, and I see Jean and Keisha and Sandra and Tammy and Elizabeth and my Margie. Hi, guys. Oh, Nana. Hey, Nana. Desert Nana's hanging around with us. We're going to bring her down to the crazy level.
Well, that's how it goes.
It's the best way to be. Oh, and there's Allison. Hey, Allison. It's hard for you to get on. Thank you for making the time. I was scrolling back to see if I missed. Oh, Hoodie. Hey, girl. Hi, Carrie. Welcome. That's a new name. So glad you could join us.
Yes, welcome.
My darling Alora, also known as Laura LaughingDogs Book Nook, is in the house with us.
Or the Invisible Woman.
The Invisible Woman. She's going to... Margie paid her salty tax. Thank you, Margie. My furnace just kicked in. Oil, thank you. We had a lovely day, but it's cooling down fast now. Hi, Arlene. Did I miss anybody? I'm sorry, guys. If I missed you, we still love you. Christina is here.
You're beloved.
You are beloved.
Okay.
Oh, and there's Fishy Face. Hey, Cat.
Right here.
Darla, did I miss you, my darling fiend? Hello.
Lady. Good boy.
She is not talking to her husband, even though you think she is. Well, she might be. Who am I to say? Okay, so Laura LaughingDogs Book Nook is here with us. She is the detail woman because she doesn't scream at people trying to learn things. Hurry up! It's not that hard.
No, it is hard. No.
This, you guys, this mask pattern that we finally came up with so much help from everyone on the internet, super easy. Even if you don't sew, we are going to go through step by step. Oh, good, Arlene. I am the head troublemaker. I'm going to do an overview of what's available and how to do it, down and dirty. There is a link down below, both to Laura's channel and, Talise, hi. Is that how you say it? Talise? If I'm saying that right, yay me. Down below in the description, there's also a link to a Google Drive file where you can download the patterns that I drew and the instructions that I wrote. I'm not a professional. People. Hey, settle down over there, laughing dogs. I did my best, and I do promise you that even if you guys sew enough to put a journal pocket in, you can make these masks. And you don't need elastic. You don't need wire. It's really easy. Oh, that's right. I have been promoted, Brenda, from troublemaker to instigator. Thank you. All right. So down below, link for Laura's channel. Down below, a link to the Google Drive patterns or Google Drive file for 2 pages of patterns and 1 page of instructions. Judy Average is in the house.
Hey, Julie. Welcome, welcome.
I'm going to push.
Welcome, everybody. Sandra, my goodness, Dorinda's here, making trouble.
Oh, my weirdo. Hello, my weirdo.
Hello, Tammy and Brenda. Arlene.
All right, Laura, you say hello. I'm going to go send an invitation to my sister.
Oh, great.
So
okay.
You entertain the crazy people. I mean, our lovely guests.
Hey, Brenda.
Hey, Kay Borland in the house. Nice.
And Christy.
For a second. I'm going to try
to leave. Yeah.
Talise is a new friend, and I'm so excited.
I am too, because I love her chicken emoji. That is fabulous. Hey, Kat. Kat, we're making masks, and some are coming your way. And Michelle. Hey, Michelle. Dorinda hasn't begun to make trouble yet. I hear that. I hear that. Oh, how funny. Have we gotten? No, I think Brooke is off. Is she frozen? Let's check her out and see. No, she's begun to move now.
I'm just muted for a second while I send out a couple of invitations.
Oh, okay. Because you're frozen on the screen, I just wondered.
I'm moving on. I'm moving on StreamYard. That would not
Yeah, but not on YouTube.
Oh dear. Oh wait, no, there I'm moving now.
Oh, okay, good.
Lagorama. It's
Holy cow, that is a big lag.
Yes, it is quite a lag, huh? All right, I will be back in like, I don't know, 3 seconds.
Yes, Arlene, this chat does have padded walls. Absolutely, it does. And I am coming to you as the Invisible Woman. I am an amazing, amazing character here. We have been working over the weekend trying to get these patterns workable for us, because we figure if they're workable for us, then anybody can do them. That's our hope. That's our thought. Let me do something real quick here because she's still frozen on my screen. Okay, good there. Oh, she made us a 2 screen. How sweet is that? And I didn't even know it. So I'm here. Oh, I'm just reading a little bit of chat. Yes, yes, you have. Colleen, you have been summoned to the crazy house, and it is here. And Keisha, I will take care of that right away. Thank you. I'm up and down and here and there and all over the place, but I will visit that email and take care of that. So yeah, we have just been, with the help of Doodle, we have been crafting away and making pattern pieces. As you can see on Brooke's thing there, they're drawn out, and then I cut mine out of cardboard because it made it easier for me to trace around them and not make a mistake. So and of course I also had to label them so I didn't forget what they were. Yes, Sandra, this is the whole point. What we're trying to do is mobilize you guys, even just to make for your families, okay, for your children, for your families. I'm sending them out in the mail to my children. And we're going to have super easy step-by-step instructions. And I'm using my stash. Let me just tell you guys, I'll be going through this step by step, but right here, this has not been turned yet so that you can see how it is when you turn it. But do you see this pink material here? This pink material was my youngest child's nursery, and we're going to say that was
you got those scraps, Laura. You go,
20
girl.
years ago. I'm giving up my secrets here.
I'm sorry, did you say 46 years ago?
No. My hair's not that gray yet, is it?
No. Keisha, they are pretty much a one size fits most.
That's right. We were talking earlier about, because that's us. We were talking earlier about how gray our hair is getting. And as the weeks go by, whose fingernails are going to look good and whose hair is going to be gray.
My fingernails are going down fast, people.
Only our hairdressers won't know now.
My hairdresser moved to the Virgin Islands, so.
Oh, no.
Oh, my gosh, while I was disappeared, so many people popped in.
Yes.
Oh, you guys. Hey, Suze. And who else? Yes. Oh, Michelle.
Debbie Long. Hey, Debbie.
Long, hey. Well, if I missed you, you guys, it's going fast. So if I missed you, a blanket hello. Are you good, Laura? I interrupted you. Sorry.
Hey, Sandra Louise, now that is a new person to me. Welcome, welcome. Hello.
Sandra Louise, you go, girl. Thank you for coming in.
She is considering going silver.
Do it.
And I'm considering I don't have a choice. So
Me too.
I'm going silver. Okay, Angie, good to see you. We'll see you in a minute.
And hey, Rosemary.
Margie, yay.
It's the Margie.
Yes, Kat, my fingernails have bit the dust, and I hope you don't see much of them right now because even my fingernail polish is really, I was out working in my elephant ear daylily garden. So
what the hell is that? I mean, what the heck is that, Laura?
I have about 4 different varieties of elephant ears, and those get really tall. And then under them, I planted daylilies. So they
just attached to actual elephants, or what's the story there?
Well, they're just big, huge. They do look like the ear of an elephant. Okay, they're heart shaped, and I have miniature ones, but I also have some that get to be 8 feet tall, and their leaves are huge.
Well, I've seen your yard, and it's super cool. I've had the privilege to actually be at Laura's house, and it's delightful.
She has. We got to meet. And then she got to come and meet the Hubston.
I did. Oh, her husband is so adorable and a hoot. Loving Mr. Laura.
He's the best straight man. Everybody loves him because he does laugh at your funnies.
I love that. You know I do. Okay, so now, would you like to finish where you were? Should I do overview and then you do detail? What works?
You go ahead and do overview, and I'm going to keep the doodle out of the picture. There you go.
Okay, I'm going to steal the screen. You guys, it was here that you used to be able to put a guest on full screen, and it doesn't seem to be working on my StreamYard. So we're only going to get Laura in a little.
Oh, she says.
It does look like an axe blade, and you can use it for that, Keisha. Nikki, Witchy Silver is the best. Just okay, so I'm going to steal the screen, Laura. We're going to come back to you for the ugly details.
Good.
Because you're better at that. Okay. So here's the deal. Oh my gosh, the lag is crazy. So we started this project because several of the nurses in our group have expressed the need for masks. These are not compliant with anything. Let me say that. They may not protect you from anything, but you know what? Probably better than nothing. And we've been working all weekend on, and it did take longer than I thought, and I apologize. Watching videos and picking up stuff here and there to make these patterns, which again are available. There's a link down below in my description for a Google Drive pattern or Google Drive file to get the patterns and the instructions. They are free. You don't have to do anything but download them. Yes, thank you, Sandra. Better than nothing at this point, I think. So at any rate, we had some nurses reach out and say they really are out of everything. So the first round that I'm making and that Laura is making are going to a specific organization. After we do the speed round on this one, we're going to come back, and I also have some friends who have asked for them, and I'm going to be making a few, and I've made them for my family, also known as my testimonials. And none of them look the same. I tried all the different patterns. So they're doing great, and hey, pockets. So that is the disclaimer. Will it protect you from coronavirus? Probably not. Get it faster? Probably not. Makes you feel better going out in public, covering your face with something excellent. So first round is going to the nurses that need them in our group, and then we will go from there and see what happens. We are going to tonight, I'm going to give a real quick overview, obviously not quick because I don't do anything quick. That's a lie. Laura's going to show details. If you are a sewer, probably tonight, and the patterns will be enough. You can go running off and make 1,000 masks. If you do not sew, if all the sewing you do Ray, I promise you these are easy once we show you. That's right, Nikki. There's a pocket to throw a HEPA filter into or a coffee filter.
That's right.
Needs must.
Or a paper towel that's folded up.
Or a paper towel. Needs must. So super easy. If you guys have a sewing machine and know how to put a pocket or a ruffle in your journal, you can make these masks. We are making a series of step-by-step videos to show each step in the process, which is like 6 steps, not a big deal. But that way you can really be able to slow it down and watch step by step if you're not a seamstress. If you sew your own clothes or want to sew your own clothes, we are breaking all of the rules. This is not a sewing class.
No. No, exit right.
That's right. That's a whole different bag of potatoes. And we're breaking a lot of sewing rules in the interest of going faster and getting more out. And there's my L. All right, Sandra, we'll do 12 steps for you. Hey, Elle, thank you for joining us. And anybody I missed. Okay.
Exactly. I'm sorry if I missed someone.
I know, it's going really fast. Thanks, you guys. Debbie, when you're sewing garments, there may or may not be some rules that we are ignoring. These work great and they're easy. Okay, so here's the overview. Step 1, go down below, click on the link for Google Drive, download and print the files. You will find 5 files inside that folder. Okay. There is this pattern, and you can see that it is the outside dark line. You're going to cut around that one for the outside of your mask. You're going to cut the same shape, but shorter for the lining of your mask. Okay. The third piece is the same shape again, just shorter this way for your filter pocket, which is optional. It says on here that this idea to use this pattern was inspired by Rosemary Morris at the Rosy Peacock. Sorry, Rosemary, the Rusty Peacock. I will link Rosemary down below when this video goes up. This pattern was adopted from the one that Rosemary suggested, and that was Mimi G on YouTube. She's a seamstress. Okay, so basically you're going to have 3 pieces, all the same shape. After you cut, they're just going to be shorter this way. Alrighty, you print these. You cut them out around the thick black lines, and you put them on your fabric. When you have your fabric ready to be cut, you fold your fabric right sides together. I thought I had fabric right here, but I don't. Well, Laura, I'll show you what that means. Pretty much it means right sides together. Printed pretty sides together. Put down your pattern. Stick needles in it. Or pins, not needles. Cut it around the thick black line. Off you go. Okay? You're going to sew. Let me show you the one that's almost done. Mine looks a little different because I cheated and used my serger. I sew a lot, so I have a serger. I used to make all my clothes. So you're going to sew all the curved seams on the patterns. Excuse me, too much talking. Time for me to stop. Okay. Sandra, just look at the patterns and draw them out. Wing it. Yes, Elisa, I will model. There's a picture on Facebook, non-modeled.
Mm-hmm.
So when you sew all those seams together, those curved seams, they're going to come out to pieces like this that have a little bit of a shape to the front. Let's see. And Elisa, we can see how yours looks on you. Hey, Debbie. We are making the first round, are going to our nurse friends here on YouTube. And we're hoping that some of you guys will jump in and bulk make these for our nurse and healthcare people as well. Peggy, yes. Again, seam allowance, pretty fluid, about 1/4 of an inch-ish. Oh, that's right, Elisa. You're a pain in my butt. That's what I meant to say. Thank you, Laura. So you're going to end up with 3 pieces of fabric that are about like this. This is the outside fabric because it has the pretty birdie on it. You're going to end up with a lining piece that's a little shorter and a pocket filter pocket that's a little shorter. Oh, Debbie needs a large Seahawks.
Okay.
Tim's is already done. Sorry, Debbie, no Seahawks.
Yeah.
I am really using scraps of fabric from I don't know when. Yeah, Sherlock, you're on the list as well.
You are on the list. Mm-hmm.
Yep. Sherlock, Biddleston, and Ami Furman are on our first round. Hey, Renee. Because they are nurses. We are also sending out a few to people that work with the public and serve us all every day. You're a pain in the butt too, Margie. Yes, yours is a fishy face cat. Debbie, right now, I know there are all kinds of filters you can put in. The ones that I'm sending to Christy Biddleston are not going to have filters in them. I don't have any. They're going to have to work that part out. I'm sorry, Nikki, go to the... Oh, we don't have corners. Nikki thought it would be tacky.
Nikki thought what?
It was going to be tacky.
Oh.
Pain in the butt number 3, right to the front of the store, please. You are so welcome, Sherlock. Hey, Lucy. I've got a couple going out to Lucy and her crew.
Good.
But yeah, what we're hoping for it. Oh, I'm sorry. That's the other end of the story. So I'm looking for one that you can see what kind of the end result is, but I lost it. I had a giant pile of fabric next to me.
Oh, you want to see a finished one?
Yeah, well, we'll go through. Laura's going to go through the steps and show you guys.
Yeah.
This is what the instructions look like. I am not a professional instruction writer.
What?
I know. Hard to believe, isn't it? And so the idea here is we're going to get out as many as we can to our nursing people. If you guys are interested in making masks, like bulk masks, more than 5, please send me a message. My information is down below, and we will hook you up with people that need them in our group, which is where we're starting. Oh, pockets. Knock it off. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Peggy. That will go into the fabric fund, Peggy. Laura, you want to take over for a second?
Sure. Oh, that is so sweet, Peggy. Oh. You've made Brooke speechless. I just wanted to show you that I cut out the patterns and cut out this one, and then I cut another one and cut that off and made this one. And then I measured 1.5 inches and drew a line and cut it and made this one so that I had the filter, the lining, and the front all. This is the filter pocket. So I had them all. This is a filter pocket. So I had them all separate. And that wasn't good enough for me because I'm kind of spazzy. So I cut them out of cardboard. So it'd be easy to go around and I wouldn't make as many mistakes doing it. So I've cut out the 3 out of cardboard. And I even had to tell myself on there to cut 2. So this is what I did for the patterns. And then one that's finished. This is one that is some fabric scraps I had left over. And so this is more or less what it'll look like when it's finished. Jennifer Jane, hey there. Nikki, that is so sweet. I love that. Love that. Y'all are great. So this is pretty much what it looks like when it's finished. And it has, Duty, stay there. And it has the pockets that you can slip the filter in. This was my first one, so the pockets are really long. I've made it now to where the pocket ends about right here. And you can see very easily that it is just the pocket. And then I've put in these side pieces. And I just did a little tack on the sewing machine. so they don't pull out when you're washing them. Okay? So that's what it looks like, the finished one. Brookie, you want to take back over?
Yeah, sorry, Laura.
No, that's okay.
Those guys actually got me. Wow.
Well, yeah. So sweet.
Thank you very much.
That is so sweet.
It is so sweet. And as I just said in the chat, that will all go towards extra postage so that we can be sending stuff out. I will make sure that Laura gets some of that money and
We'll get it out as fast as possible.
Yeah, it'll just cover some postage, which is awesome. There is no donation required. We are not asking for anything but your time and your scraps, if you are so inclined. Or nothing at all if you don't feel like it, because that's cool too. I will put in a banner because Angie Brown loves them the most. With my email address if you guys are interested in sewing some of these little rascals. Yes, Nikki, you count as healthcare workers in our group. Please let me know if you need some
yes,
you need some masks, please.
No.
Pockets, we are I am not sending out any with filters because I don't have any filter material. There'll be a filter pocket. And I know at this point, better than nothing, people are suggesting paper napkins, paper towels, coffee filters. Oh, thanks, you guys. Right now, I'm good for fabric. Yeah. I have more fabric than I need. And I have some gorgeous Tim Holtz fabric that was a gift from my anonymous friend.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Oh, Darla, that's cool. Yes. Reusable grocery bags, except mine are all plastic, and that would just be mean. I mean, there's kinds that are plastic coming outside, like the recycled plastic.
Oh, Julie.
Man.
You guys are the sweetest. Now I'm getting all choked up. That's so sweet.
Yep. Okay, so we've been on for like half an hour. Laura luckily explained some stuff while I was losing my biscuits.
Okay. You want me to explain the steps?
Okay, we're going to go. Yes, let's go down and dirty.
Okay.
As I said, I would make Laura bigger, but that button does not appear to be working in StreamYard. And so what I'm going to do, as Laura explains, I'm going to see if I can find... No, I'm not using tissues. I'm using my sleeve. Margie, what the hell's wrong with you? I'm using Mark's sleeve. I'm using all my masks. Hi, Karen Sue. Welcome. I think you're a new name, and we're happy to have you.
Yes.
Debbie is ignorant because why, Debbie? Can you sew?
You're not ignorant, Debbie.
Oh, no, Debbie, that's not ignorant at all. You're not a seamstress. I've started a series of videos that Tom is filming with his phone right in front of the sewing machine that is literally one step at a time for people that do not sew. What tonight is an overview, and for people who are seamstresses who have sewing experience, they may be able to take it and run tonight. But we will absolutely have step by step, not ignorant at all, my sweet.
No, heavens.
Oh, and Sue's saying spray lemon juice on your filter.
Well, how smart.
Very smart. Nikki, it's your booger sleeve. Meh.
Sit down, sit down.
Oh, Sherlock, thank you. And Rosemary says to give my email for PayPal because YouTube, I know YouTube takes a chunk. Thank you, Rosemary. I'm going to put up a banner right now, Laura. If you want to start with cutting out, maybe showing that, and then I'll come back and I'm going to be here. I'm just going to put up a banner with email. I will try to show up close while Laura's explaining you guys. Thank you, Cheryl.
Okay. Down you go. All right. Sorry. I had to vacate the premises. So after the patterns are cut and you lay it out, you're going to end up with this. And I just want to add that I'm also going to do some step-by-step for anyone that would like to use their Cantha quilts to make a mask because it's a little different. And I thought that was a great way for me to use that. This is one of my king size sheets. So you can use sheets. These are sheets. They're just incredibly soft next to the skin. So I thought that was a great thing. So anyway, that's there. If people are interested in that, I will have that on my channel. So when you're cutting out, this is what you have. You have 3 separate pieces. This is your filter piece that's next to your face. This is your lining piece that's a little taller, and then you have your front or main piece. And I call them the boot. So when I'm getting ready to sew, I put them like this, and I know that I sew the boot because, friends, when it was 1 a.m., I needed every tool I could get to help me to sew the correct area and not sew the wrong thing, because you really you don't want to pull it out. And I have. I thought I was moving along, and I was not. So what you do is you're going to sew that boot, and then you're going to open them up. And this was my daughter's nursery fabric 26 years ago. What?
Laura, Debbie Long would like to know if she can have a chenille one.
Debbie, I would probably commit Harry Carey if I had to make one out of chenille.
Laura is so over chenille. Laura got chenilled to death.
Oh my goodness. I think I have a lung disease from chenille in the lungs.
Oh, but man, did you come up with some beautiful chenille.
I still have some. I love it, but it's just, I had to walk away from it for a little while.
Absolutely. And you know what?
Overload.
You can't look at that while you're doing it. Can you move it about 3 inches up on your mat? Because our info is blocking you.
Absolutely.
I didn't even make it a running banner so that when Angie comes back, it won't give her a headache.
Aw.
Thank you guys so much.
I love that. So your going to look like this. You're going to stack your filter on top. It seems counterintuitive, but you'll stack your filter on top of your lining.
Hold on, I'm getting some to display. Should we describe the layer order where
Sure.
I missed where you were?
Sure. So the first thing that you're going to stack on top is your filter layer, your smallest layer. Oh,
Jules.
I'm going to,
Guys. Jennifer, hey girl.
I'm just, and then your lining fabric goes on top of those. Okay, so they stay like that, and that is because of how they have to end up when you're finished. And this is the part that I always have to sit here and think about. Okay, then you want to put your right sides together. Okay, so your big piece goes right side facing those two. So basically you have a sandwich, right sides together, with your liner and your filter stacked on top of each other. I just treat that, I think of it as one thing. And I just do them like that. After I sew them and cut them out, after I've sewn them up the middle, I just pin them together like that. And then I know to just plop one of these on top. Jean. Oh.
You guys are killing me.
So then we want to pin them and sew across the top. That's your first big step. And it's really not a big deal. You'll see when Brooke is sewing it. But you want to just sew beginning with this piece. And I always tack. I sew forward, then come back, and then go on. And I usually tack up here because it's such a big seam. And then I go around and come to this side and go back and forward. So you're going to sew your top. That's your first big step with your pinning. Then you're going to come back and you're going to sew the bottom. Just a straight seam across. You want to match. Real important for you to match this middle seam with all 3 pieces as easily as you can. Don't go crazy about it. Don't get upset if they're a little bit off, but just as much as you can. And then you just want to sew across the bottom.
And that's kind of what we were talking about, you guys, is we are not following a lot of sewing rules. If you were making clothing or something, you would really want to be more careful on some of these details. Oh, Jennifer.
Oh, very sweet ladies.
And really,
I'm showing you that we're turning.
Expected to do anything except be here with us.
Didn't expect it. No. Just wanted people to come in and join in with our deal. I'm turning it. It looks a little like a boomerang. And you want to come up here to the top where it kind of points over your nose. Just come up here a little and just kind of stick your finger into it in there. And that's all you have to do. What?
With all my piles of stuff, I lost my mask sample.
Oh, no.
Yes, Jennifer, nurses are superheroes.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. And so are people working on the front lines at the grocery stores and at the drugstores, keeping those places open so that we can still get food and our medications. And we have our hats off to you too. Thank you. Because you're coming in contact with the public too.
That's absolutely. And Peggy, it's no problem. I only used masks I'm sending to you for a tissue. Carla Farrington, you guys, all of you guys for being here.
Oh, Carla, that is so sweet. That is so sweet. Keisha. Oh, did you get her? Okay.
Cut, stick, sew, turn it inside out.
Yep.
How do you put
and now you're inside out. I mean, you're right side out.
Nikki, if you're talking about putting the bobbin in your machine, I'm going to have to go.
I love that. Yes, we need to start with your bobbin. And so this is pretty much what they look like before they get their arms. And
before they get their arms.
Before they get their arms.
I'm trying to type responses and show. Jennifer, more than you were required to. Thank you.
And I don't have a whole lot of any one thing because I am disorganized. I am jumping from one thing to the next. So the next one, I didn't have one of this group. I'm sorry. I didn't have one of this group to show you totally the next step. So I'm just going to show you
It'll be easier to do in a video, Laura. I think it's just an overview for tonight. Yeah. Just to get guys going.
And so
it's not hard at all. It's
not hard. And there
Laura is now inserting in the casing.
And there you go.
Side.
And that's the last thing you're going to do.
Thank you, Kat. I will go and check. And there's nothing small about anything. We didn't expect.
No. Everything is lovely.
So offsetting some of that postage is fabulous. I'll make sure it got there, Kat, and I'll let you know if it didn't. And you guys, honestly, I promise to throw Laura maybe $1. If she's good. If Laura's a good girl.
That's right. Well, then we're lost then. Valerie?
What's up with Valerie? What if, wait, I'm looking to see if I got Kat. What if Valerie? Valerie Weatherby.
Oh my goodness.
Now we got Laura crying too. You people.
Yeah.
You people. Where's 87? You people.
You people.
Yes, Sandra. YouTube's a little easier. That's all. Either way.
You're just so sweet. So sweet.
Thank you, Elizabeth. A filter material option in our Facebook.
Oh, good.
Excuse me. Now I'm coughing and crying, and I think I have to. If I stop talking, it's because I keeled over.
Don't do that.
Thank you, Valerie.
Oh.
Yes, Peggy, ugly pillowcases, anything will work. And again, tonight is a quick overview. If you know how to sew, you get the patterns and direction down below. Google Drive, no charge. If you know how to sew, it ought to be pretty clear. We will start posting videos instead of lives, step by step, up close. Carry on, Laura.
Tips and tricks. And you know what? I've got my phone right there with me at the sewing machine. So
Yep.
if you guys need, give me a buzz, give me a ring, give me a holler, and I will.
Who are you going to call?
Who are you going to call? Us. Call us.
Laura has better reception than I do on her phone. You can try me, but it's crazy. I do pretty well with Facebook messages, though.
Yes, she's doing very well on Facebook. I give her an A.
Better reception there than on my phone. Plus, you know
Even
what?
at 11:30 at night. Yes.
Well, or 1:30 in the morning. Or...
And she's like, "Are you up?" And I'm like, "Are you kidding?" I'm still trying to figure out that last part.
And the money up at the top is because some fabulous friends here have chipped in money for shipping on the mask project. We are going to call Mask Busters by God. Hells, hey, girl. All right, carry on. Sorry, I'm showing. This is the casing. What?
Show the casing.
Yep, this is what Laura's inserting the tie into. Did you already do that? Did I miss it? I'm stuttering now. Jeez.
Me too. I'm just like, so our good old friend, Mr. Yes, safety pin. Thank you. English language. Wow.
It's way beyond me.
Mr. Safety Pin, and he just goes through there so beautifully. So you pull him through on that, and you're good to go. Now, Brooke, have you done the T-shirt?
Sure, I have, Laura. No, I haven't. And may I change that? May I change my answer to hell no?
Okay. That's a hell to the no. Brooke is going to do the T-shirt challenge because Laura took all of her T-shirts to Goodwill right before all this hit. So,
and guess what, Laura? I just moved. I did pack a whole bunch of crappy T-shirts, but I'm just going to cut up a T-shirt because I don't care.
That is not a bad idea. We're going to do the experiment to see if the T-shirts, because maybe they won't fray, we could just cut a piece and string it through and be done with it and not have to do the sewing on it. So that is the test that Brooke is going to do. And we're going to all hope that it works.
Well, I saw it or read it somewhere, and I'm going to assume, because I very much enjoy making an ass out of you and me, Laura, I'm going to assume it works. But honestly,
day one.
Yes, the ties are the longest process of the whole thing, and they're tedious. That's all.
They're just tedious. Yeah,
it's all cut for later. So the theory is that if you cut the bottom of your T-shirt off in strips, Pocket says it works.
Oh, you've done
I was going to look for bias tape next. I was thinking the T-shirt would be nice because they have a little give. Absolutely, bias tape would so work.
Oh, yeah, because you're actually making bias tape, really.
Yeah, and Margie says that T-shirt. No, actually, I think, Laura, people have bias tape. Perfect.
They do?
Well, sure, I have some too.
I don't.
Well, that's why we're winging it. We're winging it to use what we have. And Pockets confirms T-shirts work great. You get a little bit of elastic. Perfect. Bias tape, absolutely. The T-shirt fabric will curl when you cut it into a ring and stretch it. It curls up on the sides or the other direction, depending on the direction you cut. Doesn't matter. It'll curl up. It'll work. And it shouldn't fray. Right, Margie?
That's right.
Bima, I thought about ribbon, but I'm afraid it's too slippery.
Well, and ribbon, the thing about ribbon is you have to do the test of putting it in like a boiling water.
Yes, to make sure it won't disintegrate.
Sterilized on the hottest setting in your washing machine. So you have to make sure they're not going to bleed and be a mess.
Or disintegrate.
Right.
Keisha suggests grow green ribbon. Absolutely. That would have a little more tooth.
That's true. Yeah.
Peggy suggests that you cut the T-shirt strip longer than you need, tug on it, let it curl, and then cut it to length. Yeah, no, sorry, Sandra, that's part of why we're discussing this is because, first of all, we were trying to do it without having to leave home. And second of all, I do understand that it's very hard to get elastic now.
Mm-hmm.
Debbie
And
Howard suggests using your bra. It will make 2.
hey,
Excellent, Debbie. Thank you.
yeah.
Yes, Carla, I was thinking about sari silk ribbon, but these are sterilizable, and I don't know if the sari silk would take to that very well. Yes, Margie, you're a pirate now. Hey, Mary, welcome. Seam binding, also, Nikki, I thought about, again, test some in hot water.
Mm-hmm.
It would work fine up until the boiling these or putting them through the wash.
The thing I really tried to find was the seam tape, because you don't have to fold it or anything. You just cut it, put it through, and it's done. But they were not going to deliver me any seam tape until May 2nd. So,
well, we can probably still use it then. But right now, we're going for the quick and dirty. Get them out.
What have I got? What can we get to them?
Yep. And Suze recommends they make a metal piece where you can pull a strip of fabric through and make bias tape. Again, Suze, if people don't have it, we're just folding an 1.5 or an 1.25 strip of fabric in half, folding the 2 sides in and sewing it. Darla says there's a video on making a mask with a bra.
I love that. I love that.
Pocket says it would make a heck of a filter if it was padded.
You're right.
Dorinda, if it covers your whole face, just wear it as a festive party chapeau, an Easter bonnet.
I love it.
Hemming lace might work, Carla. Really anything, you guys.
Really anything. Anything that could go through the really hot water.
Oh, MLT. Oh, MLT, I know you. What's your name, honey? I forget. Elizabeth. Are you an Elizabeth? You've cut a few of the Olsen masks. This is just our take. There are a million different kinds, a million different people saying what would work. Wonder Under for seam tape. Yep. If you've got some, cool. Wing it. You guys, none of these are going to be medically compliant.
No.
They're not going to be fashionably correct right at this moment for this week. My goal is to whip these puppies out so that our nurse and public health professionals have something. Cheryl just said that she is down to 2 paper masks. 2.
Yeah, we're getting some out to you.
And that's for somebody who visits in-home patients at least 10 a day. So I'm guessing, Sherlock, tell me if I'm wrong, any old mask I can throw together? Will that work for you for now? T-shirt, ears or not. The only thing is, you guys, Elizabeth, I think the problem is when you make an elastic loop that goes through the side and around to hook over ears, which I've seen a lot of videos on. That elastic is not made for wearing 10 or 12 hours a day. And so it's actually hurting their ears after a time. So that's why we were trying to not use hair ties or whatever. Oh, Irene, welcome. It's so good to see you again. Thank you. Oh, for crying out loud, you people. Laura, talk to these people because they're hurting me.
It's just lovely. It's just lovely. And yes, just like Brooke was saying, we decided not to use elastic. We have some kinds of elastic that we might use in a traveler's notebook, but we realized that after so many hours, we listened to some of the nurses and their feedback, and they were saying after 12 hours, because they have to wear these masks all day long, they're not used to wearing them all day long. The masks are not really made to be worn all day long, so they need to be as comfortable as they can be. So that's why we're trying to find super soft things for the ties to go up around the ears, because the elastic was actually cutting the skin behind the ears,
right.
And sometimes making like blisters. And so that is the last thing we want to happen to our frontline warriors, because they're already going through so much.
Darla, I'm all verklempt.
She's verklempt. Who knew?
The idea with these dudes is that there's a tie that runs through both
Sandra
sides.
Louise, thank you.
Oh my God. Oh.
Now I'm going to cry.
Okay, go ahead and take your mute time.
And
I'm trying to get myself together.
Sandra Louise, let me just say, if you're sharing that, please check back with us and share the playlist that we're both going to do with tips and tricks. And Mark is going to work with Brooke to make this wonderful step-by-step video. I'm going to give some tips and tricks to those that are used to sewing and might want to use different types of materials that they have in their stash. So look for those videos coming up.
Thank you. And thank you very much, Sandra Louise. The idea with these, you guys, again, is if you don't have elastic at home, absolutely. If you have elastic, run it through the side like this. And what'll happen is the mask will tie behind someone's head up here and then down behind their neck here. And you can adjust the length of the tie through the casing. Again, if you have elastic, great, make them with elastic. We're just asking that you not make it with the elastic loops. I've seen some with hair ties, which for your family would work beautifully, elastic hair ties, because for running to the store or whatever, you may get a closer fit. They're not going to work out for our health professionals or our peeps that need to wear them all day. So we are asking just that these be right, weirdo. When people are blessing us, they are getting blessed too.
Dorinda, yes.
Yeah, Nikki. That's it. Shut up, Nikki. Who needs your smart self? Okay, Nikki, we love you. Yes, people's faces are raw. And you know what, Jennifer? Then you may want to pass on the lemon juice. I'm just saying. Or go ahead and use the lemon juice and throw some salt in. Either it depends on what it is.
Oh, it sounds like you're making a margarita, but I don't know.
That too, and definitely drink margaritas.
More, yes. Oh, yes.
Hey, Christine, welcome. Thank you for coming. I missed you coming in. So yeah, this was all over the place because that's how we roll. But I think you're getting the. Oh, Jean, honey, Jean, do you need a mask? Jean works in the medical field as well.
Jean.
That's right, Darla. Exactly. Try to use up what you have, you guys. Wing it. Don't go to the store to buy supplies.
Right.
We have so much, most of us have so much stuff that even if you can only make 3 masks and you can spare 2 of them, perfect.
See, that's 2 more than anybody had.
Right. And that gets a lot of our friends through another 2 days and they're able to wash them and use them again. That's
the big thing about these. These are going to be recyclable, reusable. And
Angie, they do not have wire in them. Some patterns insert like twist ties up in here to form it around the nose. We did not. I don't have any twist ties. Again, it's better than we are making the better than nothing mask here. Jean, I got you, girl. Thank you. Jean made a very sweet postage donation. Jean works in the healthcare field. Laura, I vote
on the list. Yes.
What do you think?
Absolutely.
Awesome.
And we're trying to do duplicates. We're trying to send when we can. We're trying to send 2 so that you can wash one, wear one.
Absolutely. And so, as I said, this first rush, I was first reached out to by Christy Biddleston. Hey, Ken, welcome. My darling Biddleston reached out. So this first big batch is going to Christy, and we are going to generate some kind of contest to see who can make the most masks. Won't that be fun? I don't know. I haven't been able to think about that because this project about making the pattern and putting this all together took longer than I thought.
We need to say thank you for what Ken is doing for us too. Isn't Ken one of our frontline people as well?
Ken, are you frontline? I'm not aware of that.
Frontline.
Ken is always Mr. Biddleston to me. Ken, are you frontline, you rascal? We do love your Christy more than anything.
We do.
Ken, if you are a frontline in any nature, please let me know that you need a mask.
I thought Ken was a policeman.
That could be. I know that Ami's husband is a policeman.
Well, that may be where I'm getting it.
It's very hard to keep everyone straight.
I'm sorry, everyone. I have half a brain right now, and it's working overtime.
Did you almost drop the F-bomb?
I thought that was a really good save, but you would have to say something.
Kathy, hey, welcome. You missed it. Laura almost dropped the F-bomb.
But I didn't, and she brought it up.
Laura, are you new here? I had to point it out because you know I'll do it.
Am I new? Do I know you? Yes, I do know you, so I know.
Oh, Darla, like tin pie pans, Darla.
Oh,
like
neat.
Disposable ones.
All I would say about that is be super careful out there, folks, when you're cutting something like that, because that could slit your finger open.
Or your nose.
Yeah, that's really super sharp. And I try not to handle that.
Ken isn't police. He was just bomb squad. So forget it, Ken.
Oh, my goodness.
Thank you for your service, Ken.
That's right.
And give Alley Cat a giant hug on her head from all of us.
Please.
Oh, Kathy needs you to flip her the finger, Laura.
Okay.
Oh, Cat.
I love you, Kathy. Thank you.
All right. So, yeah, you guys, as usual, that was my own personal hot mess, and I dragged Laura into it.
I think we dragged each other. We pretty much saw Christy's messages at the same time.
We did.
Mm-hmm.
And sticky back. Oh, Darla, the sticky back metal pieces for file folders.
Oh.
Interesting. Oh, Ken is willing to flip you off. Kathy Berg.
Thank you.
Courtesy of Mr. Ken Biddleston, former U.S. Air Force. So that's an official. Just say.
Kathy, your brother is Chicago police. Oh, wow. And they're getting slammed right there. My son lives in Chicago. There you go. Thank you. Thank you for doing that for me.
Sorry. Laura's a lady, allegedly.
My ancestors would rise up and smite me right here on the YouTube.
Mine have given up. My ancestors have rolled over and gone back to sleep. Hey, Pearl.
They just roll their eyes now.
They've gone on to other offspring. Pearl Brown, welcome. And yes, pipe cleaners would work. This is not set in stone in any fashion, you guys. Again, we provided a pattern that we monkeyed with. It works and uses fabric, period. If you've got other things that you can use to innovate and change things up, knock yourselves out. Do it.
Exactly.
But you have it at home and don't go to the store.
No. And like I said, I decided to pull open the Selena. What are these, Brooke?
Cantha quilts.
Thank you.
Welcome.
And so,
good for you, Katie, and welcome.
I forgot the name of it, but it was easier for me. And
Katie's Tribe of Five is with us, and she's sewing right now because her daughter's a nurse. Awesome, Katie. Thank you for jumping in. If she needs more, make sure to email me. It's down.
Yes.
It's on the video, on the live right now. We have a group going right now, but probably, hopefully by toward the end of this week, we'll be heading up a spearhead effort to make as many as we can. Right, Laura?
Yes.
Perfect.
You bet.
Okay, carry on. Are we done? Did we say everything we needed to say today?
Oh, no. I think we talked about the fact that we're going to have the videos that everybody can follow.
Right.
And we figured that the videos would be a great thing because you're not going to have our craziness. Well, I mean, you're going to have the subdued craziness.
Yeah, well, I don't get as crazy by myself, you know.
Right. We do.
Elizabeth K wants to know if you can breathe through the Cantha quilt.
Yes, you can. It's surprisingly light. And as I said, I liberated a king size sheet. Shh, don't tell the husband. And
Mr. Laura was sleeping on it, but she just rolled him over.
I rolled him over and pulled it off. And and it's very light and very soft right next to the skin. I think it matters most what's right next to your skin. But I've worn one to the grocery store, thankfully. There's some crazy people at the grocery store in Texas.
Oh, my.
They don't feel they need to distance. It's all right. My daughter took care of them. She put her foot out. Not in a nice way.
Ken is heading out. Chris is almost home, but thank you again to all of you for helping keep her and her team safe.
Ken, thank you.
Thank you, Ken. And please give that woman a hug from all of us at Alley Cat.
All of us.
Thanks for stopping by.
It means the world to us. Thank you for being here.
I'm sorry to interrupt, Laura, but Ken said he was
No. That was most important. Thank you, Ken. And
I just step in and say to everybody, these are a little claustrophobic. Having a mask on is not the best experience.
No, it's not easy, but it does keep us mindful, not only not to touch our face, but also not to get too close to anybody else. It does keep you mindful. I wear glasses, so I put my mask on, and then I put my glasses on over it. I have also heard if you put a little strip of paper towel along the nose line of the mask and put it on, that will help it from not fogging your glasses. Just a couple of glasses tips there.
That sounds like it would really work.
Yeah, because it'll, I guess, just absorb that. But yes, that's where we are. We wanted to throw this out here so that we could get more people. We know you have sewing machines. We know you have fabric. And you know what? If Brooke and I can do this, I think that the trained monkeys probably can. But
I have trained monkeys. That's how I'm making so many. Elisa,
Mister.
This is my darling Nom modeling my very first mask. If you guys can see that without it flashing.
Mr. GQ modeling the mask.
Isn't he adorable?
Over to the left more.
Or to the left. Okay. And I got to tell you, this guy is doing all of the legwork here. There we go. If I can do it, anyone can do it, Els. Absolutely. There we go. A little bright, but
thank you, Deborah Howard.
Sherlock, it sounds like that would work. It sounds like that tip is really good. So yes, Laura covered it all because she's much more I don't know, together than I am. Download your directions. They really are fairly clear as I can make them. Go download your masks. Again, well, you can't download a mask because wouldn't that be magical? Down below in the description, it's a Google Drive file. And we will make clearer videos step by step. If this isn't enough information, go subscribe to Laura and you can badger her with questions on her YouTube channel.
You betcha.
Description also.
You betcha. I'm happy to answer any questions.
Me too. You guys, we will come back.
I'm on Instagram. I'm on YouTube, obviously, and I'm on Facebook. And you can throw them up there on Brooke's group.
Absolutely. Go join the Facebook group. That's down below as well. We'd love to see pictures. And once we get our first batch out, once Laura and I get these first super rush batch out, we are going to come back with some kind of idea to make sure we're getting masks where they need to go. So if you feel like sewing, people, you go sew.
That's right. We would love it. And we want to see pictures and interaction. If anybody has any great tips.
Yeah. And if you have a question or would like to volunteer mask donations, my that email thing, my email address is on the screen. Please send me an email if you can sew 2 masks. If you could sew 200 masks, whatever. They're all so welcome and so needed. And we're going to be taking care of our group first, and we'll go from there, okay? All right, you guys, I'm going to let you go. The squatters downstairs need help. I'm going to go see what's up.
You mean your slave labor?
Yep, that's right. Got them working. You're going to squat in my house. You're going to do some work.
That's right. We got a sweatshop going.
That's right. And thank you, Els. Yes, some of our group includes retail workers and grocery store peeps and whatnots.
That's right.
They're also on the list. So we have quite a list. Email if you would like some more for your group. And if we can make that many, we will.
And you guys, if you are in need, if you're a drugstore, retail, grocery store, give us a ring, put it in a message to one of us. We'll put you on the list, but we don't know if you don't tell us because we have very small brains these days.
These days, how generous of you. You guys, I can't tell you how much we appreciate you and love you, and your generosity with your time and your money and your love is noted and appreciated.
So appreciated. It's
We'll be back to see you soon. And I'm going to go ahead and sign out now, if that's okay with you, Laura.
Yeah. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. We love you.
Stay home, you guys. Stay safe and stay well.
Be well, be safe, be kind.
That's a good one. Shut up, fishy face. I don't care. I hope you cry, because I'm crying.
We are.
I'm such a delicate flower. Good night, love. We'll see you soon.
Bye.
Bye. All right. Are we really off? No, not really off. There we go. Now I can start crying for real.